Hi, hello everyone. It is Dee here, the Sims Mama, and today we are going to be renovating one of the new apartments in The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. I was so excited for this pack to come out. The build items are super cool. This new world has so many cool things in it, especially that the lots can upgrade and change and become either better or worse. This apartment that we're renovating right now, I have it in its first level of whatever the eco friendliness of it could possibly be. It doesn't have the grass roof or any of the fancy stuff, and if you look, you can actually see the trash is still outside when the camera turns, which is fine. It's fine to have trash outside sometimes. It'll get picked up eventually. I had such a hard time with this layout. I don't know why. This apartment is just a rectangle. It shouldn't have been that hard to put a bedroom, a bathroom, and all the other necessary rooms in it. I really wanted to make it a two-bedroom, but I just could not make it work. It just looked really dumb every time I did it. I can't tell you how many times I demolished everything I did in this apartment. It was ridiculous. I finally figured it out as a one bedroom though. It made it a really nice, big, open space. I think this ends up turning out really cool in the end. And I fought with this kitchen for so long. It's such a small kitchen, and I spent so long doing it. I spent a really long time on this range hood alone, but I think it paid off in the end. I like how bright the white in the kitchen is. They're not the cabinets I wanted to use, but I wanted to do just base game and eco lifestyle to really emphasize the new pack. But you know we never get cabinets and counters with new packs because EA hates us and wants us to suffer. But that's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Maybe eventually they'll give us some cabinets and cupboards and countertops that we can interchange, and maybe the woods will match throughout the game. But I'm obviously dreaming because we're never going to get that. It's the only thing I really miss about the Sims 3 build and buy mode was the color wheel and all of the ways we were able to customize all of the furniture. I just miss matching woods. It's really not that much to ask for in my opinion, but who knows, maybe someday. I don't want a color wheel back. It was stressful. It took so much longer to build things in The Sims 3 because you would just spend 45 minutes playing with all of the colors and the swatches they had in that color wheel, which was nice. Don't get me wrong, it was super nice to be able to customize, but it was too much customization. I want like 75% less than we had before. Like, honestly, if you just gave us wood swatches on everything that was made of wood, that would be great. I just want matching woods in my bedroom. I hate that when I put a dresser down that the bed has to be a completely different wood texture. I don't want red, yellow, and white woods in one room. That looks so stupid. I guess I should just be happy that we have white counters and cabinets. So I did open up the show hidden objects cheat. That way I could use all the craftable couches and tables and chairs and stuff like that because I wasn't going to build without them. They're all so cool. They have really good color swatches, which is super surprising. This rug I put down here looks like a golf ball, and I super wanted to use it, but it just looked horrible. I think I end up using it in the bedroom, though, and it looks fine in there. It's just a really weird texture. But this rug, however, comes in really cool swatches, and it looks really good with this yellow craftable couch. I can't wait to use the crafting thing. I don't really want to gather materials because I'm kind of a lazy player, but I will just dumpster dive for them if you can. I honestly haven't really dove into the gameplay of the pack yet. I'm super excited about dumpster diving and dumpster woohooing, which is gross, but it's a fun feature of the game. I mean, they can woohoo in a bush that people can also use the bathroom in, so if you're going to do it anywhere at this point, it might as well be in a dumpster. Also, why are all the coffee tables in this game so big? No one needs a coffee table this large. And I did size it down, but the issue with sizing down tables in the game is if you want to set something on it, it's going to float. And I mean, I guess if you're fine with floating books, it's fine. I just didn't put anything on the coffee table because I really like the coffee table. It's a really pretty color. It's got cool accents in it. It does kind of look like a face, which is a little unnerving, but that's fine. Just don't put anything on it unless you want like it to look magical. Like everything in the apartment is floating. Look what I can do. I don't know. That's stupid. Unless it's what you like, and then it's not stupid. But in my gameplay, that would be stupid. I would look at it 100 times and be like, wow, look at those floating books. And I fought, once again, way too long with putting stuff on this bookshelf. In a little bit, I'm going to put a plant on it, and that plant is going to be in the completely wrong spot. It's this plant right here. I sized it down, I moved it around, all of that stuff. It didn't fit on that shelf, I moved it up, sized it down. Wait until I turn the room to put the TV on. The plant is floating in midair, not even near the bookshelf at all. It's absolutely wild. I do end up fixing it, but I place the TV and a bunch of other stuff before I fix the plant. So, oh, there it is. Yep, there is the floating plant. It's magic. It's fine. It does get fixed, I promise. It doesn't get fixed right here because I fought with TVs for a super long time again. And when I do get around to fixing it, I fight with it some more, which is fine. I mean, I've been fighting with this game for a super long time. I started playing The Sims with The Sims 1 when we had just that one camera angle and everybody walked really stiff-armed, and I was honestly probably way too young to play it. I think I was 8 years old when the first Sims came out, which is wild. I can't believe this game has been out for 20 years, and we all know about the hot tub fiasco, so I am not going to talk about it. And I still haven't gotten this plant set right on this shelf. I can't believe I'm still fighting with it. There we go. That looks normal, I think. It's fine. I'm not going to fix it more. And I try to put this plant in so many places in this house, but it kept clipping through the wall, which it's so pretty. I love not the vase, I guess it's in. I don't know, the vase, the stand, whatever you want to call it. It's super cool. I love those legs, but it fits really poorly everywhere. I do end up using it eventually. Oh, God, I love these new craftable tables. They come in the prettiest colors, and everything in this pack actually matched, which is nice. I feel like with Tiny Living, we finally got build and buy objects that were a cohesive style, which was super cool. Like the colors were all really pretty and they weren't too ostentatious, which is really nice. I don't like when I put something in a game and I'm like, wow, that is just too much. You know, we're looking at you. Get Famous, which is fine. I liked Get Famous and a lot of people don't. I thought the gameplay was super fun, but it's because I like playing with celebrities. I like when people mob my sim and want to take their picture and everybody faints. I think it's super great. But the build and buy stuff was an absolute disaster. But enough about Get Famous, because look at this flower wall thing that came with Eco Lifestyle. I absolutely adore it. I think it looks super cool. And then I merged it with this weird wood slat thing, and I think it looks really nice in this dining room area. It really brings everything together. I had a really hard time decorating this apartment just because I like the eco living decorations, but they're all very specific wood colors that don't match each other. And I really wanted to use these wall planters, but they didn't end up staying. They did not work. They stay here for a little bit, but I think they need to be outside, even though I really wanted them inside, you know, to grow herbs and spices or whatever. And these doors, I love the front look of these doors. Why is the backside frame so big? It's so stupid. They're beautiful doors if you don't look at the back of them, which is fine. We don't have to look at the back of them. Just leave the walls down while you're playing, which I do anyway. It's fine. I don't know why I decorate walls now that I'm thinking about it, because I literally always play with the walls completely down because I just can't be bothered to have them in my way. I honestly forgot that when I first placed down that first bed, it was called like dirty green bed or something like that, and I audibly cringed when I placed it. It's so funny. It literally looks dirty. It's made of garbage, which is fine. But I love this sage green color that the bed and the table are. And here's that golf ball rug, which it looks nice in here. I really like it. I still don't love the texture, but I like the shape. It's kind of guitar picky, but I like that it's not just a square or a circle rug. We don't have a lot of things that have obscure shapes, so it's nice to have something that just kind of, I don't know, doesn't blend so much into this. I try so hard to use that. I don't, it's not a sunflower painting. It's like I don't know, it's a yellow flower painting and it just doesn't work. But these leaves, I adore these leaves, and they come in really good colors. And I don't know, I just like them a lot. I spend too much time once again trying to put stuff on this wardrobe. Nothing places on it super well, and I wasn't gonna like move object up, move object down, do all of that. I just wasn't about it. And I get rid of it after a while. That giant cell painting, not painting, that giant cell print is hilarious. But everything just wanted to place directly on top of this wardrobe, and I have no idea why. They need to make it so things center in the shelves. That's all I wanted, was one thing centered in the shelf of this. Wow, why do I keep pulling out giant prints? That's hilarious. Oh, I finally found the tray I was looking for the counter, so I randomly set it there so I wouldn't lose it again. Good thinking me. This dresser ends up working really well. I like it. I couldn't imagine trying to use the pulls on this dresser in real life. I think it would be super confusing. I've never seen a dresser that has the handles in so many different spots. Like, imagine trying to open this when it's, I don't know, not completely light in the room. It would be a disaster. You'd just be jamming your hand into it. Which I guess the solution to that problem is like, don't get dressed in the dark. But sometimes you have to get dressed in the dark, and you need to know exactly where your dresser handles are. And if you're tired and you're not paying attention, you're just going to punch this and then you're going to get frustrated, and that's not ideal. But it's pretty for what it is here. It just wouldn't work in real life, which is ideal because this isn't real life. This is a video game. So it looks amazing, and they're never going to really open it anyway. How wild would it be if we got an animation for them to open dressers, to open create a sim and do all of that? That would be really cool. I want that now. But that's asking a lot. I mean, it's fine. Maybe in The Sims 5. I mean, if we ever get The Sims 5, maybe like 2025, here comes The Sims 5, and we have family gameplay again, and elders are have fun stuff to do, and babies aren't objects. I don't know. This is a fantasy, which isn't everything in The Sims 4. I don't know. I don't like to trash it. I love this game a lot. Obviously, I've been playing it for many, many years. And with that, I'm going to continue trashing it and also continue playing it and spending a bunch of money playing it, which is fine. I like all the packs they come out with. I'm able to use stuff from all of them. It's, they've been doing really good with the surveys and the updates and stuff. We can finally alt place doors. I mean, that seemed like a fantasy, so maybe one day babies will be able to be picked up for more than just feeding them. And when you become an elder, you don't die like 9 seconds later. I want the elders' lives to be longer. I want to have retirement homes. Like, I want to go and play shuffleboard with other old people. And I don't know, I don't think I want to play bingo in The Sims. That sounds really boring. I don't want to play bingo in real life. I don't really want to play shuffleboard in real life, though, but I feel like with the way they animate this game, the shuffleboard could be kind of fun to play because it would probably be really just ridiculous where they fall and slide across. And I don't know, this is silly, but it would be fun. I want retirement homes. I want hotels. There's a lot of things everybody wants. These are just ideas. So yeah, if you're hearing this, I would like the next survey to just revolve around babies and the elderly, and we could come up with some really cool ideas. Just saying. Oh, I tried so hard to make the new bathroom items work in here. First off, they're terrible. Look at just the way these look. They're absolutely atrocious. But I wanted to use them because they're new and they're the eco-friendly or whatever. And honestly, I started looking at like the eco footprint on some of the stuff I was placing, and then it got to be way too much work, and I gave up and I used stuff that I thought was pretty instead, which is fine. It's all fine. But I could not make these three very simple objects fit in this bathroom. I also tried to put a closet in here, and I forgot that closets weren't base game, even though they should be, which is fine. And then I spin this a bunch of times for absolutely no reason and then delete it and start over. This bathroom was honestly way too big, and I do make it smaller, but like, I spent so much time in this bathroom. And it's got like 7 things in it total, which is absolutely insane. I cut a bunch of it out because no one wanted to watch me just put this toilet in 45 different places in this 2x2 spot. This, like, these items are the ones I end up using, and they end up looking nice. I still don't love the way the bathroom turned out, but it's the bathroom. It's fine. No one is like, oh my god, the bathroom in this build is terrible. I can't use it. And if you do feel that way, just redo the bathroom. That's fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Which, I mean, maybe it will a little bit. Just don't tell me about it. Or do, honestly. It's fine. I'll get over it. I'm really not that worried about it. Because once again, it's a bathroom. And it's fine. I don't know. I'm really upset I couldn't use the new items. No, I'm not. They're terrible. They were really ugly. But it would have been nice to make it work. And wow, it would have been really nice if that wall deleted the first 3 times I did it. I actually do really like the shower placement here. I like that it's tucked into the wall. I probably should have alt placed it so it was a little more in the wall, but it looks okay. I like the way it all came out in the end. And this is my absolute favorite plant in the entire game with the square base. I don't know why. There's no reason for it, but it's pretty. Wow, I am also just now noticing how shiny the bottom of this toilet is. That seems really unnecessary. I mean, I guess it means it's clean, which is good. Everybody loves a clean toilet, but it really does not need to be this shiny. And God, I like the decorations in the game. Do not get me wrong. But I feel like there's nothing that matches just a very simple white. It doesn't need to be this hard. And I also tried to make a table for here. I really just wanted a small table to put some towels on, and it just looked terrible because the tables in the game are so big. It's so unnecessary. Like, and then I sized that one down and it looked like a stool. I ended up giving up, which was great because I was honestly super excited when I was just done with this bathroom because I was over it. It looks fine. Like, placing this rug drove me absolutely nuts. I don't even end up using this rug. I use it somewhere else, I believe, but not this one, but this one looked really nice. I really like this. It reminds me of the Volcom logo, if anybody remembers what that is. It was or is a skate brand, I think. I don't know. That kind of clothing was really popular when I was in middle school, which probably makes me sound super old, but that's okay. I am kind of old. I really like the look of this lamp. It reminds me of the Pixar lamp. That's not why I used it. I like the style of it. It's not curvy, but it still has a little shape to it, which is really nice for the style. And here is some more plants for me to play with. This one looks really nice in that corner, so that's really nice there. I'm happy about that actually. I don't even remember putting it there. Oof, here's just where there was a lot of me messing with the walls, and I cut a bunch of it out because I did it for a very long time. It wasn't worth it. I don't even think I ended up changing them. I literally think the walls are just this, I don't know if they're white or gray, this very one solid color. But I really like these wood walls. But they didn't match the flooring, and I really like the flooring. And I tried to change the flooring here, which this Octagno one looks terrible everywhere. Looked terrible there. And then it didn't look good with the wall. I gave up, as you can see. And then these planters end up getting deleted as well. I was very indecisive with this build. Like, I knew what style I wanted to go for, but because this was the first time I was playing with a bunch of these new items, I couldn't figure out how to place them. I definitely want to use those upright planters somewhere. But where I searched through just the eco living stuff here, it was such a good idea. I hadn't even seen these weird vine divider things when I looked through it the first time, and they're beautiful. Like, and they worked really good for. I'm gonna put like a little reading nook over here, and I didn't know if I wanted to do a reading nook or like an office space. This doesn't end up having like a desk or a computer or anything like that, but this reading nook ends up like you could put a desk there. It's perfectly fine. And this is where that plant finally makes its appearance and stays. It still clips through the wall a little bit, but not enough that like it looks bad. This little reading nook ends up actually being my favorite part of the entire build. It looks really cozy and I'm a big fan of it. I didn't end up using the table because the tables are just too big, but it ends up looking just fine without the table. It looks better without the table there. It ends up being really simple and it looks really cozy. I like it a lot. And now I forgot I just randomly set that tray down and it caught the corner of my eye and I was like, oh, I really need to fix that. It looks horrible the way it is. And then, I messed with it for just too much time. I really like the way it turned out there, though. For the first time ever, I spun something and I was like, oh, look, there it goes. And more messing with walls. I really wanted to use these wood walls. It's really sad. I'm definitely going to make them work somewhere. I don't think you can do like a wood floor with the wood wall unless it wouldn't even work in like a cabin. That would look silly. But they're so pretty, especially like the half and halves. I don't know why I called it a half and half. It's a two-tone wall, I think. It's not wainscoting because wainscoting has like almost a paneling to the bottom, I believe. I don't know. I watch a lot of HGTV, but I'm never really paying attention. It's one of those things that's just on in the background, and then I'm like, oh, look, that's nice. And then I just go back to whatever I was doing. I'm usually just staring at my kid, which isn't an issue. He's beautiful, and he's worth staring at. I did end up really liking what I did with the walls in the bedroom here. I stayed with the sage green color, and there's a two-tone. These look like concrete almost, which I'm honestly really into. It's not something I'd want in my own home, but it looked really pretty here with the gray on top, green on bottom, and then the whole green. And look, I remembered to put a fire alarm in because we finally have firefighters. And I know at the end of this, there is no garbage can in the kitchen. I did put one in, so if you do want to download it, there is a garbage can there. I promise, but I forgot it until I was taking screenshots, which isn't a big deal. There is either garbage cans or a dumpster outside, so Even if you didn't want it there, you could take it out for aesthetic purposes. But this is where everything finishes up. I really think it came out nice. I know I said it was fine a bunch of times, but I like it a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching.